Kansas welcomes you.
I just smacked this.
He says he just smacks the camera against the window of the car.
Hey guys, Tim here, and welcome to the RedWolf USA tour. Right now, we are in Kansas, above Fort Riley, right next to the atomic cannon. Only 3 of them left in the world, and I feel like I'm in the danger zone at the moment. Fort Riley is where Rob and Noor, the man behind the camera, and his friend Woodcock was stationed before they were sent off to Bosnia. First of all, I'd like to apologize for the shoddy camera work you're going to see in the future. Rob and I will be the ones manhandling the camera, considering our main cameraman couldn't be here in the US. So you might see a little bit of a lighting and color differences. Enough of the excuses. Let's get on with the tour, shall we? We've been on the road for several hours already, halfway through our first day, and we've been driving around in this.
It's the Mitsubishi Galant with a 2.4 litre 4-cylinder engine.
Right here is our setup. GoPro 1 and GoPro 2. Camera A, I'd like you to meet camera B. Camera B, camera A. And we have Rob here, Rob Manor, RedWolf USA, RedWolf Tim here, heading out to South Carolina. So tell them about the trip. What do we have to do?
Well, we've just been on the road about 20 minutes. It's a 23 and a half hour drive to Barnwell to American Milsim's Faded Giant 3, which will be in Barnwell, South Carolina at the Government Training Institute. And if we drove straight without stopping, you know how long it would take us?
How long?
23 and a half hours.
So can I sleep some of it?
No, you're the navigator. You have to stay away from it.
That's a navigator. We got a navigator. We got Siri.
Okay, so we're taking a little detour to a Mitsubishi dealer in Manhattan, Kansas, because the Kaiju Mobile has a little deep-throated sound underneath the engine that doesn't quite sound normal. It's not the typical sound that it normally makes, and I can't really describe it. So we're taking it in to the dealership here, and just to get the tech to have a listen and just make sure it's nothing major.
It was getting late, but we managed to get to a dealer before it closed. Unfortunately, it was too dark to film anything.
We stopped at the Mitsubishi dealer yesterday and had a mechanic put his ear to the engine. Wasn't anything that he recognized, didn't seem to be detrimental that he could identify. It's somewhere definitely with the engine, but probably some accessories, maybe around the timing belt alternator area. So, but it doesn't seem to be losing any power, no warning lights. So made the call, got to get the Faded Giant to support you guys and the players. So we're Charlie Mike, Kaiju out.
Fast food is something you grow accustomed to when driving long distances, so we stopped at a local Mickey D's.
We're recording our trip across the U.S.
Of course, we had an opportunity for a mustache moment.
I know, right? But they're
Back on the road we go.
So Tim, in the U.S., you know, Americans aren't strangers to driving cross country, but I do understand that in Europe and Asia, driving long distance is not a big thing. So I'm curious, you know, what was the longest time you've ever spent in a car?
When I was younger, I used to travel with my family. My dad used to drive me from Heathrow to Wales because we had a family house there, and that was only 5 hours. The first day we spent 12 and a half hours in a car, which is ridiculous. And today, another 12 hours, 24-ish in total, which is kind of extreme. Getting off a plane, getting into a car, keep on traveling, sitting down some more. It's quite intense, and I'm dreadfully tired. Outside, it is stunning, really. The weather's been beautiful, it's been really kind, and all we see is grass and trees and more grass and trees and cows occasionally. And Rob, well, I'm trusting him to keep us on this track and make sure that we safely get to Faded Giant 3 to see all of you guys. No!
In 0.2 miles, arrive at address 1321 on left.
We finally arrived in Barnwell at the site of American Milsim's Faded Giant 3 and quickly set up the wolf den. We were very pleased with the outcome. To be continued in the next episode of RedWolf TV.